So apparently the truth is coming to light, and now Megan Thee Stallion, well, not Megan Thee Stallion, Kelsey, so Megan Thee Stallion's best friend's bodyguard, is admitting that Tory Lanez did not in fact shoot her. Roll the clip.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. That he was a witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly.
So if you don't know, we're just gonna break it down from the beginning. Apparently what happened is one night, Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, Kelsey, and Kylie Jenner, I believe, were at Kylie Jenner's house in her mansion in the backyard at the pool, chilling, vibing, everything was going okay. And then I guess that Megan Thee Stallion ended up realizing that Kelsey was messing with Tory Lanez while that she was messing with her. Now, you know, the drinks were going around, people were hot and bothered, everyone was in their feelings, so they decided to leave Kylie Jenner's mansion because, you know, no one wants to be around that type of environment, especially when I'm not the one involved in this. So I don't want to say they got kicked out, but they had to go. So on the way back to wherever they were going, Tory Lanez, Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion, the bodyguard, and the driver were in the car arguing. Things were getting a little hot and bothered. And apparently during this argument, it escalated into Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. Now, that is the original story that was said by Megan Thee Stallion and by everyone that was involved. And Tory Lanez was apparently railroaded, and watch to believe he was, into prison because of this. And now, since he was not an American citizen, he really didn't even have a fair trial. They put him in jail. They made sure they set an example out of him, especially since he was in LA. But after this, there was a lot of controversy because there were certain things that were getting revealed as far as this might not have been the full story. Things such as Tory Lanez apologizing to Kelsey over the phone, saying that everything's gonna be okay. Megan Thee Stallion lying, saying that she was not sleeping with Tory Lanez to Gayle King, when she in fact actually was, and admitted that she actually was in a different video that she released personally herself, which was pretty stupid. We can roll the clip for that right here.
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit, but she's always gonna talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night, but you kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
There was been a lot of speculation going on what actually happened, but now there is a lot of truth coming to the light about what's genuinely going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, especially after Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times in prison by a convicted pedophile and a murderer that is serving a life sentence in the same prison that Tory Lanez is in right now. But Kelsey's bodyguards actually come out and said that Tory is innocent, he did no wrong, that he wasn't the person that actually shot her, that it was actually indeed Kelsey that shot Megan Thee Stallion. But if you don't believe me, we can actually look at the evidence right now. There is no fingerprints, no DNA, no ballistics evidence that was found on Tory Lanez or the gun itself. So that means that Tory Lanez could not have fired the weapon. On top of that, I believe the weapon used was a pink Glock. What man is using a pink Glock? What sense does that even make? Now, I'm not saying that die-hard proof that a pink Glock can definitely absolve him of all of this, but let's just take it into a consideration. You got 2 girls, a pink Glock, one person that's a male found with no evidence on him or any ballistics or any actual DNA on him, and you think that he was the person that ended up shooting. That doesn't make sense. But now there's actually more evidence coming through because the people are getting involved, because more people are starting to believe that this is a lie and a cover-up, and more people are coming to the side of Tory Lanez, such as Drake, other popular rappers retweeting the Free Tory post and his petition to actually get released on change.org so he can actually get released from jail as soon as possible. But there's more things that are coming to the light. Representative Anna Paulina Luna is actually saying this right now on Twitter. I am calling on Governor Newsom's California governor to review Tory Lanez's case and issue a pardon. His 10-year sentence was based on flawed evidence, political pressure, and prosecutorial bias. Justice must be blind, not driven by headlines. Free Tory Lanez. Things are starting to get heated now when you have the representative calling out the governor asking for a pardon. But she's also on Twitter saying this as well. We have compelling evidence proving Tory Lanez's innocence and will be released within the next 36 hours. Those who rush to call for his incarceration and worse yet pushed false evidence should be prepared to be held accountable. So it's going down down right now. Honestly, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion might get a jail sentence, or maybe worse, her career is over with. Her music isn't selling. People aren't tuning into her anymore. Honestly, it was only selling in that moment because of the hot girl summer that was going on, really riding off the wave of City Girls. She was just outside shaking her buns, making it look good. And I'm not gonna lie, she is an attractive woman, but the music isn't hitting. It's all repetitive. You're talking about the same things. You're feeding off of the females that just want to go outside and party. But one thing you have to understand is the law has no bias. It doesn't care if you're a baddie, it doesn't care if you're a man, it doesn't care if you're an alien. If you did something and you lied on somebody, especially under oath, is going down, and it's coming to backfire and bite you in the butt. And I honestly believe that Tory may really get freed, especially if it comes to find out that she was lying, which she was, because she was on numerous occasions stating different stories. One day she's saying that she's drunk and she doesn't remember everything. Another day she has a clear, coherent story of everything that happened. Another day they're saying that she actually stepped on glass and there's no bullet holes. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I believe that the industry is trying to railroad Tory Lanez because he actually was doing a lot of revolutionary stuff before he got locked up. As far as being the first person before Playboy Max, this is years ago, before Playboy Max even started doing streams where he had people recording and making songs live, he was doing that. Tory Lanez was an independent artist. He was selling his music as NFTs, and he made millions of dollars off of this, and he actually made people that bought the NFT album a lot of money as well. He was going against the industry. He was speaking out against things that people did not want to hear talked about, and I feel like there is a deeper story that people are not bringing up right now, but that's something we can get into later. I just want to cover this and say we need to free Tory Lanez, because right now what's going on is injustice that needs to be solved, and I do not want to have any more people getting locked up for things that they didn't do. We need to fix the justice system, because things like this being allowed to go on is absolutely disgusting.